Dom Link, it's your boy Ink, and yes, you just clicked on a video with a thumbnail of a dude doing a duck face in 2024. Congratulations. Today we're tasting something that needs another congratulation. It's Lay's. And I know what you're saying. Ink, you basically tasted over 20 sort of Lay's. And I'm like, dude, I know, bro. There's so many of them. And I know what you're saying also. Another one of part twos. No, my friend, no. We're tasting the Leslie Salted Lay's. My apologies. I got a comment today about gassing, so I should be careful. I should be more thoughtful of me gassing. I do apologize sincerely. The reason why we didn't taste this, to be quite honest, is because your boy don't like the taste of less salted. I mean, we buy chip because they're salty, they're flavorful. We just had Takis explosion, jalapeno explosion, right? And they were tasteful as fuck. So why are we tasting this? Why are we doing the Leslie salted? And I know what you're saying. Oh, Inky, you're such a buffoon. Less salt doesn't mean it's healthier. Who the fuck talks about healthy, bro? I just taste these because I want to see that this is kind of an experiment, and I'm super excited to do this. Or maybe I'm just finding reason and excuses for making this video because, let's be honest, less salty is less exciting, which possibly means that salt equal excitement, and that the road to success, to entertainment is salt. I always thought it was sugar. It was salt. I gotta come back. Nah, joking. We're gonna have these, and the reason we're doing this, the real reason, is because I saw these and I was like, fuck, no one gonna buy them. Who wants to watch somebody try these? Now, the reality is this: we're gonna be treating it as an experiment, as a scientist experiment on human existence and human reaction to something. Now, like I said before, when you buy chip, you expect a lot of flavor. Chips are super flavorful in most cases, but when you start seeing Leslie salted, you're like, that's similar, a little boring. But when you think about a chip, let's go back to the very basic. Let's go back to the very source of the chips. A potato that was dipped in oil or fried in oil, and then put a bit of salt. That was your chips. That was your original Lay's. Now, do you notice there was only 3 ingredients? Potato, oil, and salt. That's cool. Yeah, I can think about a dozen other things. If you think about it, a Oreo only has 2 ingredients: a chocolate cookie and cream, right? So if you look at this, you're taking out one of the 3 ingredients. So you're basically taking out a third of it. What is the impact on a chip? We're saying it's less boring because technically, as I said, we're prepared mentally. We're facing the fact that, oh, it's going to be less salty, right? How much does it affect a chip? Is it going to be automatically disgusting? Is it going to be a lesser product? Am I still going to get the Lay's experience even though I'm missing 25% of salt? Now, the reality is the bag. Like the bag, even the bag, dude. The bag is a bit boring. You got some chips, yes, that's cool. You got the same exact design that the original Lay's, which is something I dig because, again, I'm a fan of original. You guys know from the channel. You guys saw the video before. You guys know. Now, the reason we're seeing this, the reason we're seeing this swirl, is because they wanted to stand out. So if you're doing the most with your bag, because inside the bag, you're doing the less. The smell is really good. Smells like a normal Lay's. The taste now. I'll be quite honest. There's this question of how honest is too honest. There's this belief, this crazy belief, that honesty is always the better option, which is not a fact. This is kind of cool. Actually, really interesting. So you do have less salt, right? And it does affect the taste. The prefer original Lay's, absolutely. But that being said, great podcast by the way. I'm part of Snordex, if you guys didn't know. What is this, Nordics? So this is another video. And yeah, so what's good about this chip is the exact thing that should happen. I mentioned 3 ingredients. If one of them is less, the 2 of them taste more. Right now, I'm enjoying a fried potato. I'm getting crunchiness from Lay's. And although I'm not getting the salt, I'm still getting the experience. Although I'm not having the salt, I'm still enjoying chips now. You check that. Now I'm going to tell you the trick, the secret of these chips. Right here, right now. Have I read a book? No. It's just logic. So they bank these chips, right, with no salt or less salt. They said less salt, but there's no salt. They're banking on you being a chip, a bit. Can't talk. They're banking on you being a chip admirer or chip enjoyer because you get the sensation of chips. So this actually costs less to produce, believe me or not. This is actually a better thing for them because they say, oh, we're technically healthy oriented because we did put less chips. We put less salt in a chip. Better for your health, right? They seem like they care, but actually this is costing less to do. Now, banking on the fact that you're a chip enjoyer, you can do this. Have a crunch. Here's a potato. Okay. And you're like, yeah, I'm still eating chips. And as long as you're eating chips, if it's not a flavor you fucking hate, if it's not an unpleasant experience, you're gonna enjoy yourself. Because basically, eating chip, you're not gonna eat chip in the middle of a marathon. You're not gonna eat chip when you're working out. You're not gonna eat chip in the middle of work. You might, but that's kind of, I don't know where you're working, bruh. But all of this to say, you enjoy eating chip and you eat this and you get the feeling, the experience of eating chip. So if the taste is not such a matter for you, you're still gonna enjoy them. Are they good? Yes. Are they pleasant? Yes. Am I gonna buy this again? Possibly. Do I wish I had original instead? 100%. How disappointed am I? Not in the least. They're actually pretty good. This very video started with boringness, and they're boring. But the reality is, it's the same thing as eating chips. I mean, it's boring. Every time I eat chips, it's boring. You understand? Going to my head. I'm gonna leave you with this. Already a long enough video. That I love you. That you matter. I'll see you soon. Peace.